English Teacher, Part 87. Classifying concepts. It is much easier for learners to acquire concepts if they are taught to classify, that is, mentally group organize under the same label all the items that have the same essential characteristics. By extending this process, students can learn to classify new concepts as well as familiar ones. Concepts can be classified in several ways: formal and informal learning contexts. Some concepts are required in what are called formal contexts, referring to systematic instructions given at home. For example, taking a telephone message, rules of right or wrong. In school, for example, English spelling, osmosis. Or on the job, oiling an internal combustion engine using a cash register. In formal contexts, in which other concepts are acquired generally include informal life experiences. For example, listening to a radio, making an introduction, reading a road map. Some ways of classifying concepts. Concepts have three offshoots: kinds, types, and hierarchy. The kinds of concepts are concrete, abstract, formal, or informal. The types of concepts are conjunctive, single set of critical attributes; disjunctive, alternative sets of critical attributes; relational, comparison or relationships. The hierarchy concepts are the superordinate, for example, sun; coordinate, for example, earth and Mars; subordinate, for example, moon. So there are superordinate, coordinate, and subordinate. Planning to teach concepts. To teach a concept well, you must understand it thoroughly yourself. As a starting point, you might construct a mind concept map and go on from there. Plan to use as many learning modalities as possible. Points to ponder. When planning a lesson, reflect on the concepts that you wish your students to learn. Ask yourself, how can I relate these concepts to my students' previous experience? Analyzing concepts. I beg your pardon, please. You can help your learners to acquire concepts by analyzing those concepts yourself before you teach them, and by incorporating your analysis into your lesson plans. One way of handling concepts analysis, but there are many other ways as well for planning and process of the concept analysis need not always be linear. Analysis of concept noun. Concept name, the critical attributes, non-critical attributes, concept definition, examples and non-examples. The concept name, the label commonly used for the concept, that is, for example, nouns. Critical attributes, characteristics that normally are part of an example of the concept, a person or a place or a thing. Non-critical attributes, characteristics that may or may not be the part of an example of the concept. For example, a noun's length, capitalization, position in a sentence. Concept definition, a description of the concept comprising of all its critical attributes. A noun is a person, place, or thing. Examples, representative instances of the concept, for example, gym, New York, automobile. Non-examples, non-instances of the concept, for example, jump, therefore, beautiful. Generally speaking, concepts analysis entails naming or labeling a concept, identifying its critical attributes, identifying its non-critical attributes, finding examples of the concept, finding non-example of the concepts, defining concepts, distinguishing concepts, recognizing hierarchies, the groups of the items arranged in order of its importance. So we'll discuss all of them in details in our next video.